welcome to week 8 of my weight loss update. So I just want to start today's video by saying if you are a subscriber or a returning viewer, I just want to say thank you very much for your support. I can't believe I've got over 50 subscribers now, and it just shows that people are finding interest or some sort of value in my content, and I want to try and come across as relatable as possible. And if you are a new viewer, my name's Steph and I share my weight loss on a weekly basis with you. I share good, bad, ups, downs. There's been times I've had great weeks, there's been times I've been crying my eyes out, very emotional. I share progress pictures, my weight, my diet plan, walking, water, steps, nutrition, supplements, sleep. I just try and share everything that you might come across when you're trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose 35 kilos. So let's get into it, and I'll start with a progress picture. So this week's progress picture, as always, on the left, we've got week 1. And actually, I was 102 kilos in this photo. And then my latest progress picture on the right, I am 96.5 kilos. So I'm very happy with the progress. I've actually also had 2 people make comments to me in the last 2 weeks that I've lost weight. So the fact that I'm showing up every day, showing up for myself, putting the work in, it can be a longer and slow process because I'm doing it properly this time. There's no crash diets, no trying to get quick results. I'm doing it the proper way. And yeah, it's been 8 weeks and I'm now starting to get comments from people that they're noticing, which is great to hear. On my diet plan then, so I was supposed to be on my period a couple of weeks ago, but I have got polycystic ovaries. So my periods are very irregular. So I can't actually tell when I'm going to come on. I do keep track of it, but I just don't, the dates are so random, I can't really keep an eye on it that well. But I have been getting some sort of PMS symptoms, if you like. So I've had quite a lot of hunger this week, more than usual. I've had like stomach bloating, I've been a bit irritable. So I feel like internally I'm getting the signs I'm about to come on, and it was about 6 weeks since my last period. So anytime now it should be coming on. So I told my coach this, and what she's actually done this week, she's upped my fats. She's upped my healthy fats in my diet plan, so my body gets more fats and helps with the cravings for periods and stuff, so I don't really go off track. Now, here is my training diet macros just for this week, because as I said, she's made the fats higher for my potential period week, and then they will get dropped down again probably next week. Here is my rest day nutrition macros. So this is what I do 2 days a week, and I train 5 days a week. My diet has been going good. So my food shop actually just came this morning. So I'm all set up for my weekly shop, and I just got my basic foods in that I normally have. My diet plan is pretty much, I have the same thing at the moment. If I do want changes, I can let my coach know to make changes so I don't get bored. But I'm enjoying it. I have my pre-workout shake in the mornings before gym. Then I have my Cocoa Pops after the gym. I've got, my Greek yogurt, dark chocolate, and raspberries or strawberries. And I've got some other meals in the day. So I'm very happy with the diet plan. My steps, I've actually increased this week because I'm currently going through osteo sessions. I have done for the last 2 months or so. I've got plantar fasciitis in my left foot, and I've got like a weak ankle on my right foot where I had a calf injury prior. So getting treatment for that. The last 2 weeks, I've really dropped my steps down. So between sort of 2,000 and 3,000, I was averaging on a day. So I really dropped that down to help my foot and my ankle heal a bit more. And this week I feel better and I've upped my steps. So I am very happy I've got out walking. There's been a couple of evening walks I've done as well with my friends. So it's so nice looking at the colours in the sky. It's very peaceful. And then just watching the moon come out. I don't really walk so much in the evening at the moment. So that was a very nice change. And then there was another day I went to the lake with another friend, and this is where I normally go. Now, the weird thing is, this video here is on Monday, the beginning of the week, pure blue sky on my walk, and I just felt like it was August. That did not feel like October weather. However, by Friday, the end of the week, I went somewhere completely different, and the trees are starting to turn red. You're getting that autumnal vibe, and I just love autumn, and winter is my favorite time of year. And also, in terms of my mindset, then last week I was saying my sleep wasn't good and I was a bit more stressed and stuff. My sleep this week has improved. I have just made it more of a priority to go to bed at the same time every night. I try and go to bed at 9:30 every night, no phone, and at least get to sleep by 10, 10:30. So my sleep has improved. I did do some meditation this week, and I have to say, I felt something that I've not felt before with meditation. So I was sitting on my bed and I was doing my normal breath work. I do breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and then breathe out for 8 seconds. And I've done this for about 10 minutes. And normally afterwards, I just feel really relaxed, in a really good state afterwards. But the difference this week is when it got to about minute 8 or 9, I felt like I was in this really deep euphoric trance. I hear people say stuff like this when they've meditated, but I've never really experienced it. And the only thing that I done different this time is before I done my meditation, I apologized to a friend about something, and I felt like I really dropped my ego. I had no ego. I was really open and vulnerable. Done this meditation, and I was in such a euphoric state, and I was so happy. But because I hadn't got to that zone out, it's like you were going into another zone or something. But I never felt that before, so I was a little bit panicked afterwards, actually. I did sort of have to ground myself, touch something, and they say name 3 objects in the room. So I had to bring myself back, but it was great. I'm going to try it again because I actually had like a euphoric feeling, and I was smiling and I was so happy afterwards. I can't really explain it, but I feel that was because, you know, I'm trying to do a lot of inner work on my ego, work on lots of other stuff, good and bad. And yeah, that meditation was great. If you do feel stressed or you can't sleep, the deep breathing does help. In terms of my book then, so remember last week I said I'm reading Never Split the Difference, FBI agent Chris Voss, about negotiation, and there's a lot about body language as well, actually, which I find quite interesting. And I'm on page 67, so I'm just coming up to chapter 3. I've read that much of the book, and I've got that much left. So if you are into sort of, you know, wanting to better your people skills or your negotiation skills, or learn a bit about body language, this is a really good book. And yeah, I think just overall, my week is better than last week. I'm glad I've been able to up the steps as well. I think I've lost about 0.5 kilo from last week as well. So yeah, everything is going in the right direction. I've just got to be consistent, keep up with it. And if I struggle, I let my online coaches know immediately, because then they can, you know, help me with a plan, or, you know, mitigate any sort of hurdles or barriers. So yeah, this is week 8. I will look forward to giving you a week 9 update next week. If you are enjoying the videos, feel free to like and subscribe, and have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.